got the wrong guy.
You were always the wrong guy. Until you weren't.
What did he say?
You don't get to choose our time. Death is what gives life meaning. To know your days are numbered. Your time is short.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cat. I'm always angry.
Get my country's name out of your fucking mouth.
I'm here, g'day champions, how's it going? And welcome back to another Division 2 build video. Now, I know I've been slack with my build videos lately. Life will always take a front seat, and I do apologise just because you guys are so freaking awesome. The constant support that you show me and the channel is unreal. I can't thank you enough. For today's video, we're going to be checking out a very underrated and underused SMG build combo. Based off some great tips from one of the lads from the clan, Spillo, shout out to Spillo, we've pieced together a 3-piece electric SMG build. We're focusing on high weapon damage and stacking that multiplicative damage to armor. This is a really fun build to use, and for someone like myself that doesn't really use SMG builds in PvP too often, it didn't take long to get the hang of. We're going to be cutting to some gameplay of both the DZ and Conflict. I like including Conflict gameplay just because the SHD stats and expertise are completely removed. So guess what? The haters and the trolls now can't be spamming my comments saying that the build's only good because you got 26 expertise. So chill out, check out the gameplay, and we'll be back with the build shortly.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, let's go. 12 kills. 12 and 2. That's pretty fucking solid. I've got 1.
I hate that song. I hate it.
Play the fucking track!
Yo, are you ready for this? 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 Are you ready?
Give me a
Are you ready for this? I run the place, I run the space, I run the scene that light up your face. I run the place, I run the space, I run the scene. Run the place, run the space, I run the scene that light up your face. I run the place, I run the space, I run the scene. Yo, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Yo, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Dance all day and even all night. Yo, dance all day and even all night. Dance all day and even all night. Yo, dance all day and even all night. Make you go crazy, can make you start to yawn, can make you grab the microphone and turn the party on. But dance all day and even all night. I dance all day and even all night.
Oh, somebody back in the fence.
Yo, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Yo, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
Yo, you want to see something cool?
No. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Dog zone drop has been delivered.
The gun goes.
Manhunt.
I like it a lot.
Agent down. Nearby rogue agent killed.
Well, will you look at that? Not bad for Australia's Von Doom. Righto, so welcome back to all you amazing subscribers, and if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. If everyone can take a second to engage with the video, a like, a share, a comment, it's all going to help with the magic and the wizardry of the YouTube algorithm. Reaching the goal of 200 likes on this video would be absolutely amazing. If you do want to support me and the channel a little bit further, we now have channel memberships. Click the join button below to see all the perks. And if you want to catch me live in action, jump on over and drop a follow on Twitch. All the links for all my other socials are in the description below. Righto then, with that said and done, let's check out this build. 2 reds, 4 blues, and we are sitting just over 1.5 million in armor. We're running 3 pieces of electric, 2 pieces Walker and Harris, and the contractor's gloves. We've got 60% crit hit chance, 163% crit hit damage, over 120% weapon damage, 10% damage to targets out of cover, and 13% damage to armor.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Now, we've just had the PTS for Title Update 22, and there is only one very small change that could impact this build if it comes to the live game. And that's going to be with our Ouroboros, which is our primary weapon. It's a slight nerf to the mag size and the rate of fire, but the OB will still always be strong. For our specialization, we're going to be using Firewall. The only reason I can really see that this being the better option is for that armor kit. If you want to try out a different specialization, by all means go for it, and let me know what you decided with in the comments below. For our primary weapon, we're going to be using the Ouroboros. Unfortunately, this is an incursion exclusive, but it is still reasonably easy to obtain. As you can see, I have expertise this to level 18, giving us more weapon damage. It's not 26, it's 18. You definitely want to be re-rolling this to get damage to targets out of cover in that third attribute slot because it's a higher value. As I mentioned before, this did get a little bit of a nerf in the PTS. The mag size has been reduced from 50 to 40, and the RPM's copped a little bit as well, but it's still going to have over 1300 RPM. Is that going to make this gun completely useless? No, probably not really. But if you want to try out a different SMG, the Lady Death's a great option, and that's actually getting a bit of a buff, or you could just go any other high-end SMG. The talent on the OBs rule them all. It's basically giving you status effect bullets if a status effect's applied to you. There's nothing here that's going to increase your DPS. For your secondary and your pistol, it's going to be player preference. Shotgun at close range is really good. I've got an M870 with Optimist, and I've also got the TDI card pistol with the talent finisher. Again, both of these are going to be player preference. Pick and choose what you want. For the gear on the build, first up is our mask, and it's our first of 3 pieces of electric. The status effect and the shock resistance here from the brand set bonus aren't really that important on the build. It's that plus 30% SMG damage that we want. Unfortunately, to get there, we do need to rock the 3 pieces of it. We've gone with max armor, crit hit damage, crit hit chance, and a crit hit damage mod. For our chest piece, we've got our first of 2 pieces of Walker. Walker's going to give us 5% weapon damage and 5% damage to armor. Damage to armor is one of those awesome multiplicative damages. We've got max armor, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and a crit hit damage mod. The talent that we're going to be using here is Unbreakable. When our armor is depleted, it repairs 50% of our armor. Basically on this setup, that means that Unbreakable is taking our armor from 1.5 million to over 2.2 million. There's definitely other talents that you could use here. You could use Efficient, you could use Obliterate for more damage. It's completely up to you guys. For our holster, it's our second piece of electric. We've gone with max armor, crit hit chance, and crit hit damage. For our knee pads, it's our third and final piece of electric. We've got max armor, headshot damage, and crit hit damage. Now, the reason we've gone with headshot damage here is because we are already at the cap of 60% crit hit chance, so there's no point putting more onto it. If there's another attribute stat that you wanted to run here other than headshot damage, go for it. For the gloves, we've gone with the named Petrov, the contractors. The LMG damage isn't applicable on the build here, but we've got max weapon damage, max crit hit damage, and that 8% multiplicative damage to armor. And the final item on our build is the DZ exclusive, the Matador. This used to be the ultimate unicorn in the game, but it's very common now. We've got max armor, crit hit damage, crit hit chance, and we've gone with a crit hit damage mod. The talent on this is Perfect Adrenaline Rush. Whenever you're within 10 meters of an enemy, you gain 12% bonus armor for 5 seconds, and this can stack 3 times. So on this setup, that's 540k in just bonus armor alone. Stacking that with our armor and Unbreakable, we're going to have nearly 2.8 million in total armor. So we're definitely a lot tankier than most players think. So that's the build. For the skills, again, these things are player preference when it comes to PvP. Things like the Defender Drone is obviously going to give you more survivability because it's damage mitigation. And I mean, any of the sticky bombs can just be filthy if played correctly. The stagger from the EMP sticky can really catch players out, so that's what I prefer. Righto then champions, it is fine print time. It's time for the stats. There you go, we are at the cap of 60% crit hit chance. We've got 163% crit hit damage, 80% headshot damage, 13% multiplicative damage to armor, and we've also got that 10% damage to targets out of cover too. We're at 63% for our all weapon damage, and we've got another 60% in SMG damage. That's 123% weapon damage. Upgrading your expertise on your gun more is obviously going to increase this value. As I said before, I've only got 18%. If you want to go for 26, go for it. And just to round it off, the defensive stats, as you can see, we are just over that 1.5 million in armor. If you weren't comfortable playing with this amount of armor, definitely play around with those core attributes and work out what works for you. So that's the Build Champions, a very underused and underrated SMG setup that will have you shredding through armor in PvP. This build's going to work in both the DZ and conflict, so high leveled expertise isn't required for this fast paced SMG build. The overall build is pretty easy to make and doesn't take long to get the hang of using, but the most important thing is it's a lot of bloody fun. Thanks again to Spillo for sending this one my way, and also thank you, the viewers, the subscribers, and the community as a whole for just being so freaking awesome. So, what do you reckon? Are you going to be a champion and have a crack at this build? What modifications would you make? Let me know down below. Thanks for tuning in, champions, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you're not already, make sure that you subscribe. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated. Remember to stay frosty, keep looting, shooting, and giving them hell, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.